Alright, welcome back to more Vampire Survivors. So, in this part, we are going to be playing as Yoko. Yoko Belnades, who was from the Sorrow games. And we are going to be playing Ode to Castlevania once again, because there is one last item we must collect. So, full disclosure, I recorded this already, technically. But OBS decided to not record my mic audio once again. I don't know why it does it. It just randomly decides to do that sometimes. And just decides that it's no longer detecting it. But since we are playing as a Belnades, I feel it is only fitting to go all magic this run. And what better one to do it with than Gemini? So, yeah, let's go and get started. So we start off with Fulgur, and it's actually nice to see what Fulgur does, because the last couple times we tried using it, it was so late into the run that it was virtually unusable for us, or maybe not not unusable. It was just very hard to notice. But it seems like it's on sort of a set pattern, or goes like top corners, sides, bottom corners, and then repeats. And presumably, Duplicator gives it extra times that it will go. And then presumably, if we didn't have Gemini, it would only be shooting in the direction that we're facing or something. Right. We are going to go with armor just because that is one of the passives that we do need in order to evolve stuff. Alrighty. Again, I don't understand why. I think I really just need like a new CPU or something at this point. It's probably just a new computer in general, but unfortunately, I can't really afford to do that right at the moment. I don't understand why it just decides to do this occasionally with the music. So, let's focus on trying to take out the behemoth. Since it should, in theory, have the rock riot. Our goal, of course, is to try and get all of them, all the books, and try and evolve all of them. Whether we succeed or not, I will only tell you at the end. And don't go scrolling. You gotta watch the entire thing. Alright. But yeah, I'm a little I was a little frustrated last night because I recorded this last night trying to get it taken care of, and then I find out that there's no mic audio on it, and it's just like, oh, come on. So, we did take Clover and Spellbinder because both of those are going to be needed to evolve books at some point. One of the books. Alrighty, there goes the behemoth. Excuse me, I need that. Okay, so we got 3 of the 8 books, I want to say. There's the fire, rock, ice, and electric. And then the Karamet bubbles, the oh, what's the Hex and Refectio, basically. I don't know what elemental thing the Karamet bubbles are supposed to be, but clearly Hex is supposed to be like dark elemental, and then Refectio is supposed to be light elemental. And you should be proud, I actually said it correctly. Karamet bubbles, not Kermit bubbles. Yeah, to my knowledge, it's honestly kind of unfortunate there's not a evolution for getting all 8 of them. Like, you get the ultimate spell tome or whatever. I think that would be a really cool thing. Not that it would be easy by any means to get it, but I think it would be cool. Alright, I guess we'll take Clover since there are no other options that can allow us to evolve something. Alright. I don't know what this thing is. He looks like a green version of, what was his name? The bubble guy in SpongeBob. But, had like a wife and kids. And SpongeBob, it was like SpongeBob's best friend, and everybody wanted to pop him for some reason. Or at least, I think Squidward wanted to at least pop him. I don't remember if that was one where everybody wanted to pop the bubble. Alright, we got Folger. I'm also not really sure what's up with that speed up thing that keeps happening. I don't know if that's just like a setting that's being weird. I'm by no means an expert at OBS, but Refectio, excellent. So I had been told that Refectio is good. It seems like once you get it leveled up a bit more, it's definitely better, and it seems helpful to be able to just kind of send the beam wherever you want when you have Gemini. From my understanding, essentially what it does is that... Guys, I really need you to get out of the way. You're going to prioritize trying to evolve something over leveling up. So it seems like the way it works is that if you stand in the middle, you get a little bit of healing. How much, I don't know exactly. I assume it's based off of your regen stats or whatever. And this has definitely been explained to me, and since I'm not actually playing the game this time, I might actually try and find that comment. Let's see. Let's see if YouTube actually has a decent search. Dang. Alright, fine. Well, actually, it might fall under the, Okay. So... Alright. Concerning the spellbooks, and I'm reading this verbatim, single weapon Refectio / Sanctuary with Silent Old Sanctuary is unbelievably powerful. The firebooks, Evo Salamander with Gemini stands out. 2, and then the worst one is Hex, which is the one that we have not evolved yet. I think we got it in one of the previous runs, but I just didn't have the time to evolve it. So, at least we saved the worst one for last, right? I think that's a consolation, right? So I guess maybe Refectio is better when it's the only thing you have. Although I don't know what the old sanctuary is like. Sanctuary. Ah, okay, that's the evolution. Gotcha. And then there's an Arcana. Called Silent Old Sanctuary. So I guess those two together are supposed to be pretty good. Although, I don't remember what Silent Old Sanctuary is. You're given rerolls and skips and banishes each. Gotcha. Okay, so presumably with Refectio, that is supposed to be a good combination. Once activated, it generates Holy Zone that damages enemies and heals characters in the area. Amount affects the Holy Zone's duration. It's healing is increased by the recovery stat, with every 1 recovery adding 1 point of healing. Gotcha. So, presumably, with Silent Oak Sanctuary would be good. Or really good. I don't know. Guess we might have to give it a try sometime. Maybe whatever run we end up playing with Refectio as like our main. We'll do just the one. Curious. There's another unlock that we haven't gotten yet. That's like banish 80 items. 80 or more weapons, specifically. I think we're going to go with the extra lives, just because I have a sinking feeling that we're going to need them. Yoko did kind of take after her great, I don't know how many greats, grandmother, or grand aunt, great aunt, I don't know. Anyways, in her squishiness, so... Okay. So I think we're pretty close to having Fulgur. And I think it's at this point that I realized I didn't actually have Ice Fang, so we're gonna have to go and find it. And to be quite honest, I kind of forget where it's at. I think it's the skull all the way to the right down there. So many maids. I didn't ask for room service or cleaning service or whatever. Read the sign. Do not disturb. Don't you just hate when they come in anyways, even when the do not disturb sign is on there? It's just like... What's the point? No, I don't want you to waste time and water and money on cleaning the sheets that I'm just gonna sleep in again tonight. Okay, so this is kind of a tough one. So both Skullomaniac and Brazier are ones that we need to evolve stuff. In this particular case, I probably should have gone with Brazier. Just because it would actually help us right away. Because Hex we still don't have, and we're going to have to go and get. And Maybe it's helpful to make the enemies more abundant or something right now, but given that I am hurting, um, I feel like it may have been better to go with something else instead. So let's grab the Armadillo. Let's get Duplicator so we can get Fulgur, and then let's die. Alright, what we got? Spinach! Love being Popeye. Is that like the reference to it? As far as I'm aware, spinach isn't really in Castlevania. And if it is, I just don't remember. Maybe it's a game I didn't play or something. Oh yeah, we got the mother load here. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not the mother load, but we are getting a couple levels, which is helpful. Alright. To be honest, I probably shouldn't have been so picky, like, with how many bosses I'm fighting. I should be fighting as many of them as I can to get the chest and try and get ourselves leveled up more. Because unfortunately I am kind of wasting a bit of time here, going back and forth, getting chests, when I probably shouldn't. Also, I really hate this hallway. It looks like you can walk on the walls, but you can't, and then you get trapped and stuck running into an enemy because you don't have any other choice. It's either that or just sit still and hope that you can take them out before they hurt you. Alright. Nice. So we got the evolved Fulgur and the evolved Raging Fire Salamander, that's right. Honestly, I'd like to see Raging or Salamander and the Water Whip together, because I think that'd be kind of funny to see, like, both fire and water dragons just kind of floating around the screen. To my knowledge, there's no other things like that, but then again, we haven't completely finished Ode to Castlevania yet, so there's still so much. That we still need to do with this DLC. We haven't even tried the Inverse Castle yet, which is going to be a fun time, I can already tell. I wonder if they made it as annoying to traverse as the one in Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Yeah, spoiler alert to anyone who's never played that game. There's a second castle, and it doesn't feel like they playtested it enough to know for sure how it would play upside down. So some of the jumps just don't feel like they were tested properly. So those black orbs, I believe, are the Tenebris something or other. The evolved form of the Fulgur. I can never remember, like, most of the evolved forms of things, because you don't really see them pop up a whole lot, besides when you get them. Guys, can you let me get to the chest? Or not, maybe not. I think I might be trying to hold off on getting it so I can get some XP and hopefully get something evolved. I think I might be trying to go for Gale Force, that's what. Even though I don't technically have Brazier at the moment. So it's kind of moot. Yep, of course. Again, I don't have Brazier, so it wouldn't have mattered anyways. I wouldn't be able to evolve it until I have it. Alright. Honestly, I think the next time, the next episode, I'm probably going to try getting rid of the damage counts and try resetting it back to something a little less intensive, and I'm hoping that helps with the audio. I don't know why it's been having issues lately. I don't think I ever really had audio issues when I had my old setup. Maybe it might just be the OBS beta stuff that they're doing with audio tracks. I don't know. It's kind of frustrating having these issues. And knowing that it's not really the game's fault, it's probably just something with a setting that I just don't know. Alright, Giant Crab, you need to go bye-bye and give me my crossbow. It has a lot more health than I thought it would. Unfortunately, we don't have an elevator at the moment. I actually don't think the elevator in this game really does that much damage to him. Like, no more damage than it does to any other enemy. But it'd be a really funny touch if they made it so that this guy got really badly damaged because of the elevator. Alrighty. Grab you. Go ahead and just start leveling things up. We're kind of running out of time, unfortunately, and we still don't have Hex. Which I do actually really want to get, because I want to make sure that we evolve it. Alright, for our final one. What do we want to do? Let's re-roll. I think we're taking Mad Grove. This is primarily so that all the XP and chests just come to us, so we don't have to go searching for them anymore. Alright, yeah, let's definitely grab Brazier with this one. I said, let's grab Brazier. There you go. And again, every time that I'm, like, pausing, I'm talking during this. Or was talking during this. Unfortunately, I couldn't really see. There's also so many items. It's really hard to keep track sometimes. Yeah, I think we got the Stone Mask, which is pretty important, given that, Rock Riot needs it. Alright, let's make our way back to the warp so that we can... Ooh, jeez, nearly picked something up there. It just amazes me, like, how much food is on the ground. That when you summon it all to you, it's just like a ring of food around you at all times. One more. There you go. Alrighty. Actually, Hex isn't too hard to find. It's just around this corner and up a little. You would think fire would do a lot more damage to the mummy, but... you know, wrappings and all. Got another boss coming. We are going to go for Rock Riot just to get it out of the pool. Alright. Grab you. Unfortunately, we can't actually evolve anything at the moment, because nothing is... The passive and the weapon both have to be maxed out in order to evolve with these particular weapons. So we need to either get Stone Mask evolve or fully leveled up, Brazier fully leveled up, or one of the other two books, or one of the other 4 books. My bad. Alright. I am more willing to, like, leave and come back, or not come back, leave and leave all of our gains there, because it'll just follow us anyways, so... Come on, guys. You need to let me through here. Come on. And there we go. Cool. I really hate when all the enemies teleport with you. Like, come on, they didn't go in the teleport. Alright. There is one other thing that I do want us to do before we wrap up the run, though. And that is find that last item that we haven't picked up yet. Go away, Malifaux. Nobody likes you. I'm sorry, Malifaux. That was mean. I'm sure you have your fans, but... Watch. When we do Symphony of the Night later this year, this guy's gonna kick my butt somehow. Yeah, I do plan to play Symphony of the Night. Why are you here? Go away. Like, it's bad enough I have to deal with Malifaux, but come on. Your arrow thing isn't even over here anymore. Okay, well, now it is, but I didn't pick it up. Still a firm believer that they shouldn't spawn unless you actually pick it up. Or if you run away from them, they just despawn if you haven't picked it up yet. It's kind of BS that they do. And because I couldn't see what was going on, I didn't realize that he was right on top of me. Jerk. It's bad enough I have to deal with all the enemies and the green vomit here. Also got to worry about him chasing me down. Along with the fact that I could accidentally pick up one of the other ones, and then they would spawn. Alright, we're going with stone masks so we can try and evolve this thing. We're going to take Tier 2 because, yeah, again, Yoko is a little on the squishy side. No, good. There's so many. The problem is that all of these spell tomes are really fun to play with. It's the fact that they don't push enemies away in the same way that other weapons can, which makes them hard to use. Because essentially, the enemies are just piling on top of me, and I have really no way to push them back. Like, if I had the Book of Vespers, at least most of them would be held off to some degree. Especially if I'm moving slowly, because it'll push them back a little. And it doesn't help that I'm also trying to avoid this guy. Ah, he's finally gone. Thank you. Give me that golden egg that I still don't really fully understand what the benefit is. I understand that it, like, slightly increases your stats, but also you gotta be playing a character a lot in order to really get use out of it. Alrighty, stone mask. We need to go up just a little, because, yeah, it's a hidden path in the trees. Right through the trees. Probably shouldn't have picked that up, but oh well. I think at this point I do decide to kind of prioritize getting Hex evolved so that we can technically wrap up the Belnades spellbook side quest type thing. As nice as it would be to get everything evolved, I don't think that's really possible. At least not in this run. I think if we had maybe prioritized just taking out bosses more, we maybe could have done it. Okay. So I completely forgot that the guy spawned, and I didn't even see him in the playback, but he basically looks like one of those tree guys from The Lord of the Rings. I forget what their names are. Is it Tweeds, or is it something else? Yeah, I can't find it. Anyways. And he basically gives us basically a library card. Now the old master will show up in any of the levels. Alright, he should be able to evolve Hex now. But first, Rock Riot. It was just like, oh, come on. It was like, thank you, there was a second one here. Alright, so that only leaves fire, or not fire, the Ice Fang and the Karamet Bubbles. With 45 seconds left, I think it's pretty obvious that we're not going to get all 8 books. Especially since I keep getting attacked. But we will try. We will get as close as we can. Unfortunately, I don't think I had all of the armor, so Karamet Bubbles did not evolve. And we are nowhere close to any other bosses at this point. The only real one is the plant. But we can say that we did get all of them leveled up to max. So, I'm still pretty happy with how it has gone. And with 10 seconds left, we run out. Anyways, we found the wood carving score. We evolved Hex. And what was the final one? We evolved all 8 spell lines. Not in a single run, just like overall. But, alrighty. I think that is where we're going to call it for this part. And in the next part, we are jumping back up here to play as Torino. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.